All right, I have a question. I bet you guys knew this question was coming. Are you guys gonna hit your kids?
Because I feel like if you're the dad, your kid needs to respect you. Your kid needs to be. I don't. He would need to be scared of you a little bit.
Does for respect, does that like also indicate fear, like having some type of fear from the person that you
Yes,
respect?
I feel like every person you respect, you have some fear. You have a little bit of fear about that person as well.
Yeah, you're not gonna fear like yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like you have, there's like moral standards to everything you do.
What kind of hit?
Like.
All right, so
Yeah.
Michael, tell the viewers about yourself. Who are you?
All right, of course. So I'm 19 years old. I was born and raised here in South Florida, where I met Lucas and Tanner so many years ago. I currently go to Florida State University. I just transferred from UCF, and I'm majoring in finance. I'm a huge fan of this show. Ever since like the first episode, I've been watching all the uploads, got notifications on. So when I was asked to come on, I was honored.
Yeah, well, we have to respond to our fans. So yeah, we're
Of
bringing our.
course.
This episode is basically us just bringing on our number one fan. Well, what's the biggest takeaway you've learned from kicking ass with Tanner Stone?
Honestly, the biggest takeaway I'd say is just kicking ass in life in general. I've taken away from so many of the hosts. I mean, like your dad, like the lawyer that was on here, just like hard work pays off pretty much. And just you got to put the work in if you really want the results.
Yeah, are you striving to do anything right now? Do you have any goals that you're going after?
So to be honest, I've just been getting more into fitness, like staying consistent, try to do like 6 days a week. I'm trying to eat right, trying to get an adequate amount of sleep, trying to go to bed early and on time, stuff like that.
Yeah, I get that.
So do you think when it comes to fitness, eating clean's a big a big deciding factor to like get to the body you want to get to?
I would just say more like tracking your calories rather than just eating clean. Because like if you want to gain weight, you just got to eat more. If you want to lose weight, you just got to eat less. I'm trying to gain weight, so just been trying to track my calories, stuff like that.
Funny story for the people watching. We went with Michael to Shake Shack, and this guy ordered like, what was it, two burgers, two orders of fries. He got, what else you get?
So much. I got a shake, I got a double cheeseburger, I got fries, I got a chicken sandwich. I mean, I'm just really just trying to force myself to eat more. It's hard, but yeah, that's what it takes.
I last year, when I was going for my bulk, I was having this protein shake, but I was eating a whole blender of it. It was like literally like a gallon protein shake. I was having that every morning, and I was gaining weight
Hmm.
too fast, and then I got really fat.
Wow. Yeah, I know those shakes are a cheat code, especially you could put like mass gainer, all different stuff in it. So it's a really easy way to gain weight.
Yeah, I feel like whey protein's the
Hmm.
best way to gain weight.
Yeah, I do that. I do like 2 scoops sometimes after I work out and creatine.
Whoa, two scoops.
That's a lot of scoops in one shake.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 60 grams. It's not that much.
Do you mainly rely on your protein from protein shakes, or do you try to get from other sources?
No, I definitely try to get whole foods. I'm trying to eat like 4 eggs in the morning. I've been making chocolate chip pancakes a lot. Try to get the carbs in, stuff like that.
You said chocolate chip pancakes?
Yeah,
They have
and like
protein in it?
sausage. No, I mean that's just like carbs and just like
Oh
eggs and
yeah,
sausage.
no, it's good carbs.
Yeah,
The carb up in the morning.
yeah.
Back to your fitness journey. Were you always skinny or?
Yeah, always growing up. I mean, you know, Lucas, I was always the skinny one in the group, the tall, skinny guy. I grew I was definitely the tallest one, but I never grew like horizontally. I never gained weight until pretty much now. I started eating a lot more.
You think since going to college and being away from home, you've gained like a good amount of weight to your bulk?
Yeah, they call it the freshman 15. When you first go to college, you'll gain like about 15 pounds. That's definitely what happened with me
And
because it's just so easy like after class picking up a meal.
I
and that's
hear
what I've been
both
doing a
ways
lot.
that it's easy to lose weight and easy to gain weight because nobody's forcing you to eat in college. It's all your own responsibility. So if you could just lay in bed and just be lazy to get up and make food or go get food, and you could easily lose
Mhm.
weight as well.
Yeah, for sure. College is a big responsibility, not just for weight, but just I mean, you're pretty much on your own. You got to keep track of what classes you got to do, what homework, what time to fit the gym in, stuff like that. So it's a big shift, but a lot comes with it. Yeah, I mean, it just comes down to how motivated, how disciplined you are at the end of the day. Like with college, with eating, with everything. I like saying how you do anything is how you do everything, and I like to live by that.
Oh, I like that.
Me too. Just
Mhm.
another question. So one of the co-hosts or the main host, Tanner, is going to college. Would you have any like advice or tips you could give to him?
Of course. So with college, I would definitely say I buy a planner, and on the first day of the semester, just write down when all the homeworks are due, when you got tests, like when you want to fit studying in, when you want to fit the gym in. I feel like it's really important to keep a structured schedule, especially even like when to go to sleep on certain nights. That's what I've been doing, and I haven't really missed any assignments from that. So I would definitely invest in a planner, or even on your phone. I would just add events like on the calendar, stuff like that.
I like that advice. Yeah. I was always thinking of
Hmm.
buying a planner, but it's pretty old
Yeah,
fashioned.
it's a good idea. I mean, you definitely remember more things when you write stuff down, so that's why I like the planner.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
get
old
that.
school, but it works.
I have a planner
Yeah.
myself too. I like writing things down instead of putting it on your phone because on my phone I forget easily. But writing it down, like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, this last week was pretty packed with all our graduations.
I know it's a crazy time. Yeah,
What do you say?
exactly. I said it's a crazy time. Everything's happening at once.
Every
Yeah.
year, right before summer, my mind just goes crazy. I always just get really stressed out because I don't know what's gonna come. It's weird. Like last year, I got
Yeah.
stressed out because I went to Thailand. It was a big change for me, and now I'm going to Tampa. It's just a lot of change.
Mhm.
Do you like change?
You put- I definitely do like change because it introduces you into like new opportunities and stuff like that. I don't really like living in my comfort zone. So like I do plan on joining a lot of clubs when I go to college, when I transfer. So I really do want to get myself out there more and just like go out, meet as many people as possible, like at work or just in class in general.
You like change?
I think change is a big part of life. Everyone has to go through like a change in their life to really grow up or like evolve to like the next level or stage in their life.
Hmm.
Why do you think some people don't like change?
Because they're comfortable.
Yeah, they just get too comfortable and just too acclimated into their lifestyle, but you don't grow because once you change more, you start to know what you like and learn what you don't like, and it just causes growth. So it's good to definitely change with the times and adapt.
In what way did you grow from change? What experience do you have?
I became, I would say, definitely more open to making new friends and making new connections, like in college or at work, stuff like that. I like to get to know people on a deeper level, so I started hanging out with coworkers after work and just finding like-minded people, like in class, like in study groups, and start just getting to know them better.
Yeah, I like that.
Hmm.
I respect
No,
that.
that's good advice right there.
Do
Or
you
good change.
do you have any experience that you had change? Because I remember the other podcast, you were a little out of it, so you didn't give that experience.
Well, when you hit me with that question, that was a very like hard hitting, deep question. But I haven't had like any like drastic change that I've gone through, but I'd say throughout my college experience, definitely just trying to be more outgoing, just not caring what people think of what I do. Like genuinely, like you could go into a store and scream and no one's gonna care. Like just being just more confident in yourself. I feel like that's a big thing that I've.
Yeah, 100%.
I always see those TikToks where people just do something and they're like, "Watch, nobody cares." 5 seconds later, they just go on with their day.
Yeah, I've
But
seen
in
those.
our minds, we just we think that people are gonna make such a big deal of it.
Exactly. So me and Lucas, we had the same psychology class, and I remember it's called the spotlight effect. So pretty much everyone in their minds thinks that there's a spotlight shining on them 100% of the time, and they care too much about what people think, and they just base their actions on what other people do. But in reality, everyone's thinking the same thing. So you really shouldn't be too focused like on what you think, and you should just live your life carefree.
Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
it's easier said than done. It's hard to just live carefree because a lot of people always care what people think. Do you think that
Yeah, definitely.
do you think that you should care what people think to a certain point, or you should just not care at all?
I mean, honestly, I don't think you should. I mean, when it comes to people's feelings, I feel like you should care because you don't really want to insult, like, definitely like a close friend, you don't want to insult them to their face. But I feel like with your goals and like reaching your dreams, you shouldn't care what other people think. Because if I listened to what everyone told me throughout my life, I wouldn't be where I am today. And you have to, I mean, listen to yourself is the biggest thing, honestly.
So you think to the question he asked, he said if there is what was it again? You said
I said that do you think that people should not care what people think at all, or they should care what people think to a certain point?
all right, yeah. Do you think we have like society as itself has like a like how we have morals, right? It's like you won't like what's the regular? Like do you think there's a regular for like caring for what people think?
With like a moral code,
Yeah, like a moral
stuff like
code
that.
kind of like let's just say for example, like I don't care what someone thinks of me. Like I'm not going to like punch someone or just like spit on someone like spit, I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, I would just go on with my day because it's me that it's myself that's living my life. They're not living my life, so they don't see 90% of what I had to go through to get where I am today. So I'm not gonna listen to them, and I know what's best for myself. So that's just my take.
I like that advice. So your answer is sometimes you care what people think when they're your close friends, but when you're chasing your goals, you shouldn't care at all.
Yeah, exactly.
How would
Because
you
I mean, I'm not gonna value a stranger's advice as much as like a close friend. Because close friends, they've been with me since like the beginning. Like you guys have seen me grow. And strangers, I mean, yeah, they don't know what I've been through, so I'm not gonna listen to them, honestly, as much.
What were you gonna say, Lucas?
no what's it called? I want to touch on what you said about like listening to a stranger. Like you wouldn't listen to them whatever they say to you, like even positive or negative or just in a negative connotation.
I mean, I mean, I would acknowledge what they're saying, but I don't think I would listen to them. Because at the end of the day, I definitely make my own decisions, and I know what's best for me because you know yourself better than anyone knows you. So, I mean, I guess I would acknowledge, but it depends on what they have to say.
So you're saying to like a certain degree or extent.
Yeah, I guess a certain degree. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, because you never know who you run into. What if like one person just gives you the best advice in the world? You probably take that and go run
I
it.
mean, I guess, yeah. Take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah,
So, like what you said, Lucas, like it definitely depends where they're coming from. Because if they're like a homeless guy giving me advice, I'm not really gonna, listen to that as well as like a successful millionaire giving me advice. So, and like I said, it just depends where it's coming from and who they are, what they've done with their life, stuff like that.
no, understandable.
What if the homeless guy gives you advice on what not to do?
That is true. Yeah. But again, if he's giving me advice, he should have listened to that in the first place. He probably wouldn't have ended up where he was.
No, but he learned from that.
But yeah.
He's helping you learn from
I mean, yeah,
mistakes.
I guess you do learn from it. But yeah.
I like what you said when nobody knows you better than you know yourself, because
Mhm.
when I ask for advice, the people only know what I told them, but they don't know the behind the scenes that's going on in my head. So sometimes when they say, I told you to do this, or I feel like when you give someone advice, you should only say your point of view. You shouldn't tell them what to do. You should say what you think. but you shouldn't
Mhm.
tell them what they should do because only they know what they should do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. Like
Mhm.
last week when I talked to you guys.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the best feelings, bro. A little off topic. Deep talks with your boys at night.
yeah,
3 a.m.
yeah. I definitely needed that from time to time, just to take the stress off, stuff like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you have that in college? Do you have friends like that?
yeah. I mean, like I have a close friend that went to college with me, so we'd be hanging out a
And you're
lot.
leaving him.
And yeah, I know, but
Would you say
it's for
he
my own
gained
journey,
15
so
pounds?
a little bit more than that. But yeah, if you're watching this, yeah, you know who you are. But yeah.
All right. What you were saying again?
Here, the question really is what I was going for is do you think that you'll find friends in college like you did in high school, friends that you could be friends with lifelong?
And like get to a deeper talk and conversation with them.
I mean, I hope so, but well, like with my friend group, like with Lucas, like we have a tight circle. We've had that pretty much since middle school, and I've had other friends outside of that group that I've gone close to. But when you have like a lot of experiences with someone, it's really hard to match that, especially over the years with like someone new, because you have to start over again. But I feel like I'll get have a deep relationship with other people, but it won't be as deep as the ones like that I've made since middle school that I've been there since the beginning.
No, I agree with that. But you ever meet some people that you just have like an instant click with? Like let's say throughout your
Yeah,
college.
definitely.
Do you think
Yeah.
that will help you out
hmm
with like meeting new people and just being able to open up with the people like where you're at instead of like open up with like your other friends in a different area because you need those people like you're going to the what college you going to again? FSU?
Florida State. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're gonna need people that can relate to you in Florida
Yeah,
State.
definitely. I know what you mean. Everyone has a different experience. Everyone has different advice to offer, just like a new perspective. So I definitely think I can make a deep conversation, deep connection with other people, especially with like roommates or some people like that, people that I live with. Yeah, I definitely see that happening.
I'm excited to make new friends in college and see if
Yeah.
I could connect with them like that.
Yeah, you definitely will.
What's one advice you could give to
What?
Tanner to just making like a new friend in college?
Just one new friend.
Just one new friend.
Just one new friend? Honestly, just talk to the person next to you and just try to form a study group like that. See
Wonderful.
what's on their mind. That's as easy as that. Yeah.
No, you're not wrong. That's
Who
true.
was it when we were talking and we asked it was you. Me, Xander, and Lucas were talking on the podcast and we were thinking of what's the best advice to go up to someone and start a conversation. And Lucas goes, just ask him a random question. So
Oh, I
let's say you're
remember
in
that.
class with
Yeah.
someone and Lucas just goes, what's your favorite color? You like the color red?
No, okay. Well, let me rephrase that.
Not like that. Yeah.
What I would say, I mean, it depends. Like, I feel like give the person a compliment.
How do you
No,
like your steak?
How do you like this
Yo,
statement?
come on, bro. I feel like you can just say anything to anybody and they'll respond to you, but just don't make it in a weird way. It depends on the way you work. Like, bro, if I came up to you, Tanner, I'm like, do you like the color red? How would you respond?
That's a normal question.
You think
I
with
guess.
boys?
Yeah.
Lucas and I were at pickleball. I'm not gonna say the whole story, and we saw these people, and I just went up to them and asked
hmm
them a random question.
And they
What'd
talk.
you say?
Yeah, and they talked to us.
I'm telling you, bro. Like,
What'd you say?
It doesn't matter, but I asked them a random question.
Okay.
you just said, I like your shoes.
No, I didn't say I like your shoes. I asked them a random question though. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. I mean, it's as easy as that.
Yeah, do you
People
think?
definitely overthink what
Do you
they're gonna
think? Oh
say.
yeah, I was about to say that. Do you think us as humans overthink everything we do?
That's a great question.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just like touching back on the spotlight effect.
You got it.
Yeah, I feel like we definitely do with everything we do, but we really shouldn't.
What do you think the reason that people overthink is? Why do you think people overthink?
Because they're self-conscious of their actions and they try to seek validation from other people on like what they try to do. But at the end of the day, it's just you that's living, so you shouldn't really care about what other people think.
Do you feel that social media plays a big role on like increasing that overthinking side of the human or human?
Yeah, definitely. Because everyone's lives are on social media these days. It's gained so much popularity that people constantly compare their lifestyle and themselves to other people, and that honestly can have a negative effect on people's anxiety, cause it to increase.
When you go on your phone less, it changes everything. I'm telling you. I was checking my
Yeah.
settings, and I only picked up my phone these past days. I picked up my phone under 100 times a day. That's really good because now it
Wow.
shows you how many times you could pick up your phone.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Wait,
See,
no.
I
on
got to get
settings, it
better at
says how many
that. I
times.
want to set timers and stuff.
What? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, that's under 100.
Yeah,
Now,
he's right. Yeah.
whenever I put my phone in my pocket, I put it on airplane mode. So now people
I
want to.
forgot to do that.
Yeah, you got to do that. It's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm definitely on my phone too much and I miss out on what's going on around me. It causes me to procrastinate more.
That's
So
yeah,
I got to
that's a
get better
big
on that.
thing. I think I did like an
Hmm.
experiment with myself. Like I woke up in the morning, like for a couple of days, like just directly looking at my phone, and the rest of my day was just bad, unproductive, didn't feel like doing anything, just procrastinating. And then I woke up without
Hmm.
looking at my phone for like the first hour, 30 minutes, and I was just the most productive I was. It's crazy how much like not looking at your phone helps
That's
you with
Yeah, that's
productivity.
what I do. So like the first hour, I usually brush my teeth, I'll take a shower, I'll make breakfast, and then I'll go on my phone. I don't like instantly go on my phone as soon as I wake up. It's not good. I don't like doing it.
What about you, Tanner? You go on your phone first thing morning, or you just
I sleep with my phone on airplane mode, so
Hmm.
it's not getting any
Yeah, I put mine in do not
frequencies or
disturb.
anything. And then
Yeah.
yeah, and then what I usually do, what I started doing is I'll walk to the beach or I'll go for a walk in the morning just to get some sunlight, and then I'll make breakfast, start off the day with sunlight. It's the best thing for you. And then
Hmm.
after all that, I'll check my phone. Cuz whatever what can you do? Like whatever's on your phone, it can wait. Unless
Exactly.
unless your family
100%.
members in the hospital or someone you really care about is
Yeah,
dying, something can wait. If it's on Instagram, Snapchat, it can wait.
definitely.
Like the real world, what's going around you, what's going on around you is way more important than what's on a device.
Yeah.
That's how I see it.
I feel like I feel like people definitely take for granted their surroundings and they're just so consumed with what's ever on their phone. Like with for me, I'll be on one app and then it turn into like a rabbit hole, causing me to like jump from app to app, and then an hour goes by, 2 hours go by, and then I can't get homework done, I can't get other stuff done. So definitely it could take a toll on like getting stuff done.
And would you say that's a big deal in college? Is get away from your phone because it'll make you
Yeah,
go down in your grades at school. It'll make your
yeah,
grades go down.
definitely. Yeah, I would definitely say you should spend more time studying, more time in class, and more time in the gym, other stuff. Your phone's not that important, really, in the big picture.
Yeah.
I'd like to add on that like also going on your phone more, like you'll lose social skills.
Yeah.
You'd be because people who like are always on their phone, like they're like people you just don't want to approach compared to like someone who's not on the phone.
Like especially at restaurants and stuff like that, it's become the norm. Just like go on your phone rather than talk to the person sitting next to you or across from you.
Yeah, now when you go to dinner, like a lot of families, you just see like the kids on the phones and the parents are on the phones. It's like, where's the family connection there? Are you guys really going out as a
Yeah,
family
it's really
hanging
sad.
out?
Yeah.
With when you guys have if you guys have children, would you guys want them to carry their phone anywhere so you could see where they are so you can make sure they're okay? Or would you trust them leaving their phone at home, or would you encourage them to get off their phone?
All right, but what age are we giving them the phone
Let's
at?
Uh,
say I don't know, what age would you give your kid a phone?
yeah. When did you guys first get phones?
I got my first phone when I was 10 or 11.
I think
what grade is that?
Fourth.
Yeah,
That's fourth or
grade.
fifth. Fourth or fifth.
Fourth is
The
10.
fourth?
Fourth
I
is-
got mine in fifth, I think.
I got
Yeah.
mine in fourth.
Yeah, I think fourth or fifth was when I got my phone too. But like back when we got our phones, we never were on it.
We never.
It's
yeah.
different from now. 'Cause
Yeah.
now there's
It's-
TikTok and kids just scroll on that like crazy.
Yeah.
We had Musically, but I don't feel like Musically was as
Oh,
popular
Musical.ly?
as TikTok.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't remember.
Wait, you
like,
go, Lucas.
fourth or
What do you-
fifth grade being on my phone whatsoever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see myself giving my kids a phone or any kind of technology any earlier than fifth grade, like what I had. Because for me, when I was growing up, I just loved to read all the time. And then when I got to fifth grade, my love for reading, it slowly started to decline. And I really wish that I wasn't on my phone as much back then, because I definitely could have learned a lot more from books and stuff like that. And I
Well-
really want to get back into reading.
What if your kids are in school and they're getting bullied for not being kept up with the norm like everybody else?
That's a,
I mean, I don't really see that happening. But again, I would just talk to them and tell them, don't worry about it, and just tell them that you're doing fine, no matter what any other people think of you.
Dad, they're picking
just
on me
continue
because I
to
don't have
live
a
on.
phone. You're doing fine.
I mean,
that's from a quick
nah,
scenario.
they're fine. They're gonna be fine.
You're good. Don't worry about
Kid
it.
comes home with a
It's
freaking
not-
black eye. He'll be fine.
Nah, I don't want to think like that. Nah, it won't be that big of a deal.
What about you? Would you give in?
give them a phone?
Yeah, would you give in if your kid was being bullied for not having a phone?
Probably not. At that, bro. If the kid's getting if my kid's getting bullied at school, I'd be like, "Yo, I'm gonna teach you how to fight." And you're gonna
Exactly,
go over there and
yeah.
beat that kid up.
You're gonna
Take
teach
them to
him how
Muay
to fight.
Thai.
No, I'll put him. You'll teach him how to fight. I'm like, "Yo, go beat the kid up now."
Would you? That leads me to another question. Would you force your kid to play a certain sport, or would you let him choose the sport and you'll help him get the best he can at that sport?
I mean, growing up, kids don't really have, I guess, a general idea of what they like and don't like yet. So I want to introduce them to as many things as possible, and whatever they like, then I'll sign them up full time for, or take them to practice. I'll throw the ball with them outside, stuff like that. I'll rebound for them. But yeah, it's really important to introduce kids early on to new experiences, to new sports, to new events and stuff like that. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Would you introduce your kid to a combat sport? Let's say around the age like 10, or no?
Yeah, I would actually, because that's what I did. I first started off with judo for a couple years. My dad was big on that, and then I went into Brazilian jiu-jitsu for a couple years. I didn't like it at first, but I grew into it because I made a good amount of friends there, and it was fun.
You really have to trust the place that you're sending your kid to, because
Yeah.
some places are really brutal to younger kids, but some teach them young, and then when they get older, they start sparring and getting more physical.
Tanner, since you've been to like a lot of MMA gyms, what would you like look out for? Like that's a good place for a kid to go.
I would look for the people that are in the classes, because here, for example, I started at Brazilian Top Team and it was great and all, but I was doing a lot of jiu-jitsu. I didn't really like it. So I wanted to learn Muay Thai, but they didn't have a Muay Thai class. The only thing they did was Muay Thai privates. So I was doing Muay Thai privates, and then I would do jiu-jitsu in the afternoon, and I wanted to spar people. I wanted to find a place that I could have other people around my age that I could spar with and learn more by fighting other people. So I checked out American Top Team, and I did 3 classes. I did the first class was Muay Thai. And they were hitting so freaking hard, no headgear, and it was just brutal. Like, it's not a place that I would want to be around. It's not people that help you get better. It's people that show you how good they are. Because you want to go to a gym that everybody around you wants to see you get better. Everybody around you, if you spar as hard as you can with someone, it doesn't teach them anything. Me and Lucas we spar super light, and he actually learns. Because I'll be like, hey, Lucas, make sure you keep your hand up. Make sure you plant your foot when you throw your kick. We'll critique each other while we're fighting. And if you go to a gym that they just want to see who's the best in the room it's just not
Exactly.
a good
Yeah.
place. So then I found
Mhm.
the place I'm at now. it's a great gym. Everybody's super friendly. You go in there and you feel like you're part of a family, and it's awesome. Yeah. So that's what I would look for.
I just where is that line of like they're just being too friendly, like they're not really learning, they're just you know what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah.
Like where is that line where you will see like, okay, this gym's like too friendly, they're not really teaching them, but they're just giving them like belts without them like earning that belt.
Karate.
Just,
Karate's too friendly.
I feel like karate nowadays, it's just my opinion. This could be totally, it could be, someone else could have a totally different opinion, but I feel like
Mhm.
you don't really earn the belts anymore these days. I feel like
It's almost guaranteed. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like if you pay, you get a belt. Or if you pay for a
Same
certain
with
amount of time,
Taekwondo. I feel
it's
like.
more participation than skill. But
Yeah.
for jujitsu, it's not.
yeah, because I've heard of some
Mhm.
gyms what they do is they if you pay like the monthly subscription, your kid will like not earn the belt, but they'll just get the belts. Like it doesn't matter what their skill level is at, like they'll just get the
Oh,
belts
really?
and they'll be a black belt.
The
And, like,
place that I'm at right now,
Yeah.
I'm not mad about the belt I'm at right now because I don't go that much. But there's people that are black belts and they should be able to kick my ass. Black belts should be the best. They should be teachers, but they're not at the
Yeah.
place I'm at right now. But in jiu-jitsu, if you fought a black belt and rolled with one, they would kill you.
Destroy it. Yeah.
Yeah, but not in other martial arts.
So you're saying you've beaten the black belts that's at your gym right now?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Unless the teacher would kick my ass.
You think,
I mean, he's been
Yeah.
there because he was there when it was different back then, when you really had to earn your belt. But now they're giving
see.
black belts to 11-year-olds, 12-year-olds, and
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a shame.
I feel like that's a way like they can make more money instead of like the parents saying you're not giving my kid a belt, like he's been here for a month or two.
nobody wants to earn anything anymore.
Everything's
Nowadays,
given.
nowadays, everything is given to you if you have enough money. I don't feel
Yeah.
like kids or young adults really earn things anymore. Could you guys
Yeah, definitely.
agree?
I could agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And that definitely spawns a mindset of just being entitled to basically anything, to like a car, stuff like that. I feel like when my parents raised me, they just wanted me to basically earn whatever's important, like get a job early on, save for a car, stuff like that. They didn't really give me any of that.
And do you like that they did that to you, even if you didn't like it when you were younger?
Yeah, I definitely grew to appreciate that because at the end of the day, that's just not real life. Like you're not going to get handouts on the streets. No one's going to give you a pile of cash and tell you, here, go buy a car. You got to put hours in. Just like in the gym, you got to spend hours training. And just like at work, you got to wake up early and you got to put hours into work. So yeah, I'm glad that they did that.
Are you going to be the same way to your kids?
Yeah, definitely. It's for the same reasons. I just don't want them to get the wrong idea of the world that they're going to come into.
All right, I have a question. I bet you guys knew this question was coming. Are you guys gonna hit your kids?
That's a good question.
What kind of hit? Like what the fuck with that?
Nah, like all right, your kid does something he's not supposed to, right?
Like, give an example.
Um, it's like I'm trying to think of
All right,
something that's, like, not
let's
too
say
harsh.
your son pushes his sister or hits his sister.
I would say, yeah, you can't hit your sister, or else I'm gonna hit you. No, I'm joking.
I wouldn't hit my kid.
Like whatsoever.
At all?
I wouldn't put that fright. I would make him respect me, but I wouldn't hit him. Because I feel like if you're the dad, your kid needs to respect you. Your kid needs to be
Mhm.
have some sort of, I don't know, he would need to be scared of you a little bit.
Does for respect, does that like also indicate fear, like having some type of fear from the person that you
Yes.
respect?
I feel like every person you respect, you have some fear. You have a little bit of fear about that person as well.
Do you think that too, Michael?
Yeah. I agree with that. I feel like for raising my kid.
Like
All right, you go.
you respect your teachers because you're afraid you'll get in trouble.
Yeah, you're afraid you'll get a detention or
I
referral or something.
respect you guys because I'm afraid that I'll lose you guys.
Wow,
That's the
that's deep.
truth.
Yeah, yeah. I feel the same way. Yeah.
Do you have a different point of view about it?
About respect and fear?
Yeah.
No. Like you have to fear the person to respect them. If you don't fear once you start losing fear in that person, you don't respect that person anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes to like
Mhm.
let's say people that are like older than us, like grandmas, grandpas, like you don't fear them, but you respect them out of like common courtesy. It's like you have to like
Hmm.
you respect them.
That's
Like,
a good
Yeah.
example.
you just do not
Mhm.
like. I'm not gonna go like to a grandma, grandpa, and
Yeah,
like
you're not
hug
gonna
them, like,
fear like yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Like you have there's like moral standards to everything you do.
Now,
Mhm.
this goes back to the question my dad always asked me. Why do you do the right thing?
That's a good
What
question.
pushes you to do the right thing?
I mean, it all comes down to moral compass and just like ethically, because like I feel like it would be easy to steal from a store, but or like shoplift stuff like that, but I'm not the type to like to basically do that because I know what the consequences are for every action. So I know just to like do the right thing pretty much. 'Cause I know, I mean, even if you're religious or like, you
A
know that
lot of
God's
people, it's
watching you at all
because of
times.
religion.
Yeah, I feel
I
like
would
they know that God's watching them, whatever they do.
I would say it depends on how you were raised and the environment you were raised in will like determine what the right thing is to you. Because the way we were raised, stealing is not something right. Like we wouldn't do it because we didn't have to, right? But compared to
Hmm.
like someone who, let's say, was like raised in like poverty line, stealing was like something they had to do. They had to like provide for their family. So like from a kid growing up to that, they probably think like, oh, that's okay to do.
It doesn't make it right though.
And no,
But
it
like,
doesn't make it
yeah,
right though.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's why we have laws and stuff like that. So you know what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah, it's just I want to. I never gotten a clear. I don't even know why I do the right thing. That's the thing. I just do it.
it's because of the way you were raised.
I guess so. But what's stopping you from doing something bad?
Your standards,
I mean, yeah,
your own standards of
like
living,
consequences and like societal norms
the way
and
you grew
stuff
up,
like that.
the way you grew up. Because like, bro, if you did something bad as a kid, what would happen to you?
I get yelled at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you know if you do something bad as an adult now, you know the consequence of that, and you wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But let's say someone else growing up like says doing the bad thing, he got no consequences to it, right? He does it now. He's not gonna think it's bad. He's gonna think it's normal. So I really feel like it's the way you were raised, how you grew up, determines on like what
I
the right
agree. Yeah.
or wrong thing is for you.
All right. Before we finish up, what's the biggest takeaway you got from this podcast, Michael? What's the biggest thing you learned?
Hmm. All right. I'd say the biggest thing I learned. Hmm, that's a good one.
Uh,
Would
I'll go. I'll go.
I don't know. I are you going? I'll go. All right.
Yeah, I'll go. So I'll give you time to think about
Okay.
it.
All
If
right. Yeah.
nothing changes, nothing will change.
I hear that quote all the time.
Yeah. That reminds me of someone that has that quote in their bio someplace.
Really?
Yeah, but yeah, I have it on TikTok, but yeah, that's where he got it from. Yeah. No, yeah, I was leading in that direction. I would definitely say you have to take that leap of faith. You have to take that shot in the dark. Just like me transferring. I don't know anyone at this new school, but I know that it'll pay off once I get this degree. I'm not scared to like go into the unknown. I know there's going to be a lot of opportunities, a lot of new people to meet. So I'm just embracing the change and going with it as far as it'll take me.
I love that for you. Yeah, the biggest
Thank you.
takeaway I got from this podcast was that changing means you're growing. Like you said in the beginning, you're taking this
Hmm.
opportunity to go to FSU, and even though it's change, you're going to grow from this experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you say it.
Being uncomfortable
Yeah.
Yeah, That feeling of
Yeah,
being
you know what?
uncomfortable, it's uncomfortable in
Yeah,
the moment, but it'll lead to an
Com-
experience of growth.
And it will
mhm,
lead to you being comfortable in the future.
Yeah.
yeah. Like Future once said, never get too comfortable.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Michael. We're going to
Thank
see
you for
you
having me.
again, right?
Yeah,
We'll
Yeah.
see what the
definitely. I'll
people
pick up
think.
the phone whenever you guys want. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Peace.